What would you do if your partner, despite being a millionaire, constantly told everyone you were broke, making you look like a terrible provider? In today's story, one man finds a direct and controversial way to shut it down for good. My name is Liam. I'm 31, and I've been with my wife, Chloe, who is 30, for 10 years now. For as long as I can remember, she has had this habit of making me look terrible with our finances. Whenever a topic involving spending money comes up, whether with friends or family, her immediate refrain is always about how broke we are, and how she doesn't have the money for this or that. Here's the thing, we are not broke, not even close. We both have decent jobs, and our combined salary is around $125,000 a year. More importantly, thanks to a significant amount I had saved and invested before we even got married, our current net worth is over $1 million. This isn't a secret I keep from her. While I take the lead on managing our finances, we both agreed to live a very modest life. For instance, we still drive the same cars we had in college, a reliable Honda and a Toyota. At least once a month, every single time I transfer money into our investment accounts or our kids' college funds, I sit down with Chloe and go over everything with her. She knows exactly where we stand. Our system is straightforward. We have a $10,000 emergency fund in a savings account. After all our bills are paid from our checking account, I keep about $500 in it as a small buffer and move the rest directly into our investments. For all our monthly spending, we use a credit card with a $25,000 limit, which I pay off in full every month, so it's not like we're ever short on funds. We just keep our liquid cash intentionally low to maximize our long-term growth. A few months ago, we were at dinner with some of her friends, and the conversation turned to buying new cars. True to form, Chloe sighed and said something like, "I wish I could get a new car, but I'm always broke after paying the bills. We still have our college cars." She then goes on these tangents about all the things she would want to buy if only she had the money, and every word makes me feel a hot wave of shame. It paints this picture that I either can't provide for our family or that I'm just plain bad with money. This "I'm broke" story has been her go-to for years. On the drive home that night, I brought it up with her again. She admitted she understands we have the money, but she feels broke because her bank account balance is always low. I immediately offered a solution. "I can increase our budget or just keep more cash in our bank accounts if you want," I told her. "We're doing well enough that we can afford to be more flexible." She said no and insisted she was perfectly happy with our financial plan. "Then you have to understand," I explained, trying to keep my voice even. "When you tell people we're broke, it makes me look bad. I feel ashamed, like I'm failing our family." But she just didn't see it that way. This was the critical moment. By refusing a practical solution and dismissing his feelings, Chloe revealed her habit wasn't about feeling cash poor, it was about something else entirely. A psychological crutch she wasn't willing to let go of, regardless of how it hurt her husband. We had the same circular conversation numerous times after that. Recently, I decided I'd had enough. I reminded her again how much it bothered me and how it reflected on me in front of our friends and family. Then I gave her an ultimatum. "If you keep saying stuff like that," I said, "I'm going to tell them the truth. I will reveal that we are doing just fine with money." I gave her a few more reminders in the following weeks, but she just kept going with the same old story. Liam laid down his boundary, turning their private disagreement into a high-stakes standoff. Chloe heard the warning, but her complete underestimation of his resolve would prove to be a massive miscalculation. The breaking point came during a dinner with her sister and parents. The "I'm broke" narrative came up yet again in conversation. This time, I didn't let it slide. I calmly piped in and said, "It's weird to hear a millionaire say they are broke." The table went quiet. Chloe gave a nervous laugh. "Haha, I'm not a millionaire, though," she said, trying to brush it off. I looked right at her and replied, without raising my voice, "We are millionaires, and you know that. We go over our finances every single month." Just like that, the "I'm broke" story stopped for the night. As one commenter on the original post perfectly put it, "It's a classic case of play stupid games, win stupid prizes." A little while later, we were out with her friends again. The same situation arose, and I used the exact same line. Now, Chloe is furious with me. She's mad that I revealed, even roughly, how much money we have. She claims it sounds like I'm gloating. My response was simple: I think it's better than making me look like I'm running our family's finances into the ground. She was constantly lying to the people around her, and it's a strange and frankly insulting act to put on, especially when so many people are genuinely struggling to make ends meet. After reading through feedback on my situation, I started to see a different angle. I don't restrict her spending. She has the credit card to buy what she needs. And she's told me multiple times she doesn't actually want a new car because she's comfortable with her old one. I think the issue might be deeper. I had saved a lot before we even got engaged, which gave us that huge head start. I'm beginning to think that maybe, deep down, she doesn't feel like the money is really hers, since she didn't save much of it herself. It seems I need to have a much deeper conversation with my wife about this. This story shows that while clear communication is vital, sometimes a direct action is the only way to break a destructive pattern when one partner repeatedly dismisses the other's feelings. It's a powerful reminder that even with plenty of money, mismatched feelings about its value and ownership can drive a deep wedge in a relationship. So, what do you think? Was Liam justified in revealing their private financial details to stop his wife's public narrative? Or did he cross a line by escalating the issue in front of family and friends? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.